The President and First Lady at hand to welcome the Turkish leader. This the first face-to-face talks following weeks of strained relations between the two countries. President Trump was quick to set a friendly tone.
We have a great relationship, both personally and with the great country of Turkey, and we look forward to moving that forward and making it an even bigger and better relationship. Thank you very much.
It's a friendship that dates back 7 years to the opening of the Trump Towers in Istanbul, buttressed by a warm relationship between their sons-in-laws. One is Turkey's finance minister, the other President Trump's close advisor, Jared Kushner. It's a relationship that concerned many in Congress, the concern further fueled by President Trump's opposition to a bipartisan sanctions bill passed in the House and being discussed in the Senate. The bill was in response to Turkey's military operation in Syria, following President Trump's surprise decision to withdraw U.S. troops from the region. Congress has been angered too by the U.S. president's apparent reluctance to impose sanctions on Turkey, following its decision to buy a Russian weapons system. The S-400 missiles are already being deployed in the face of protest by all of Turkey's NATO allies, including the U.S. Just outside the White House, a small group of protesters expressing their opposition to the Turkish president. While the protesters chanted outside, President Trump took the unusual step of inviting a small group of Republican senators to join the discussions. This an apparent attempt to persuade them to end their plans of new sanctions against Turkey.
Questions, Lindsey, you want to start off? Do you have any questions? You know the president.
One senator at least agreed to look for the silver lining in the relationship with Turkey.
The purpose of this meeting is to have an American civics lesson for our friends in Turkey. And there's a pony in there somewhere if we can find it.
And the hope expressed by President Erdogan that the relationship with the U.S. Congress will improve.
As Turkey, we are ready and committed to sustain a very constructive dialogue with the United States Congress, and this is an idea that I've shared with President Trump as well.
From President Trump, effusive praise and the hope expressed of further arms sales.
We have a lot of trade with Turkey, but it could be many times larger, and Turkey would like to see that, and it would also be good for the United States. So we intend to bring it up to about $100 billion. That would be 4 times what it is right now.
For President Erdogan, it was a successful meeting, not only with the U.S. leader, but also with some members of the Senate who had opposed him so fiercely in the past. Mike Hanna, Al Jazeera, Washington.